Section 4.4, investment problems. We're using the formula I equals P times R, where it stands for I stands for interest, P stands for principal, and R stands for rate. Principal is the amount of money originally starting with. Rate is the percent the principal earns. The money is split between two accounts. If there's a total $30,000, how much money is in account 1? How much money is in account 2? We would say account 1 has X dollars. Account 2 is going to have 30,000 minus X. If there is a total of $5,000, how much money is in account 1? And how much money is in account 2? Account 1 has X dollars. Account 2 will have 5,000 minus X dollars. If there's a total $12,000, how much money is in account 1? And how much money is in account 2? Account 1 has X dollars. Account 2 has 12,000 minus X dollars. A total of $7,000 is invested in two simple interest accounts. On one account, the annual simple interest rate is 1.5%, while on the second account, the annual simple interest rate is 2%. How much should be invested in each account so that the interest earned by each account is the same? Account 1 will say the principal is X, so our account 2 is going to be 7,000 minus X. Our rate for account 1, 1% is the decimal 0.015. Our rate for account 2, 2% is 0.02. The interest is 0.015 times X, and the interest here is 0.02 times 7,000 minus X. We want the interest to be equal, so write the equation. 0.015x equals 0.02 times 7,000 minus X. We're going to distribute. 0.015x equals 140 minus 0.02x. Add that 0.02x to both sides. We've got 0.35x equals 140. Divide by 0.035, and we know that x equals 4,000. So that means in account 1, we're putting $4,000, and in account 2, account 2, 7,000 minus that 4,000 is 3,000. That is when we want the interests to be equal. Example 2. An investor has a total of $10,000 to deposit in two simple interest accounts. On one account, the annual simple interest rate is 7%. On the second account, the annual simple interest rate is 8%. How much should be invested in each account so the total annual interest earned is $785? Account 1 will say the principal is X, and our rate at 7% is 0.07. Our principal for account 2 is going to be 10,000 minus X, and our rate at 8% is 0.08. Multiply to get the interest. 0.07x and 0.08 times 10,000 minus X. We're saying we want the total interest earned to be $785. So we need to take our interest amounts and add them and equal it to $785. Distribute. 0.07x plus 800 minus 0.08x equals 785. Combine like terms. It's negative 0.01x plus 800 equals 785. Subtract that 800. And we have negative 0.01x equals negative 15. X equals $1,500. So that means account 1 is $1,500 for our principal, and account 2 is $8,500. To get that $8,500, we did the $10,000 minus our X value. So $10,000 minus the $1,500 gave us $8,500. We wanted to find the total interest earned, so we had to add the interest amounts and equal it to 785. Example 3. To provide for retirement income, Teresa purchases a $5,000 bond that earns 7.5% annual simple interest. How much money does Teresa have invested in bonds that earn 8% annual simple interest if the total annual interest earned from the two investments is $615? Our account 1, our principal is $5,000. And the interest rate that goes along with that is 7.5%, so 0.075. And it asks how much do we need to put in that second account. So our principal in account 2 is X. Our interest rate is 0.08. And we're going to go ahead and multiply over here. So it's 5,000 times 0.075. And X times 0.08. We want our interests to total $615. 5,000 times 0.075 plus X times 0.08 equals 615. Go ahead and multiply. 375 plus 0.08x equals 615. Subtracting that 375, 0.08x equals 240. Dividing by 0.08, we get the x equals 3,000. So we know that in account 2, she should put $3,000. That is section 4.4, investment problems.